Right, it's a beautiful morning on the east coast here in Suffolk. So we've had an accidental plant by some more palm trees, just little seedlings, but we'll have a look and see what I've got and why I've got them. And let's get straight into it. It's not an unboxing, I've already unboxed them because this can be a bit tedious when you try to cut boxes open and that, especially awkwardness with one hand when you're filming and whatever. So let's get straight into it. Let's start with the bigger one. So any guesses on this? Looks a bit like a fishtail palm, but it isn't. It is a Oranga. So let's see if we can get the in focus for you. So you'll have to read it. I'm rubbish at pronouncing them, but that's a type of Oranga. I think that's from Japan, so it's going to be, I'd imagine, similar to Oranga angleri in the sense that it's pretty cool tolerant. Probably take a light frost. I'm not going to say it's hardy, but this is going to be one that's going to be up potted and will grow in a pot for a few years, and maybe later on we'll try it outside. But yeah, again, when they're small, very much like a fishtail, but these are really quite tropical looking with the wider fronds than a lot of pinnate species. The wider they are, I think the more tropical they look. Right, so that's that one. Really small one here. So this is a Quantaphenox Alexandria. The plant passports there. So this is again just a little seedling. But I think in a way, rather than spend a lot of money on a decent size plant. I mean, I have seen these. You can get them sort of as house plants, I guess, in the UK, and they can be sort of £100 to £150 for I'd say 3 foot or so. So they're not cheap, and also I think just when you get them small, you've got more chance of sort of acclimatising them to your situation. And my situation is these will come indoors for winter and be outside for summer. But at this size they won't be fully outside, they'll be in the greenhouse just to bulk them up a bit for the first year or two. So yeah, that's a little bit different to the other Quantaphenox I've got. I've got a Sable Minor Louisiana, and if I'm correct in thinking this is a sort of a cross between Sable Minor and Sable Palmetto. So it does get a bit of trunk and quite nice big leaves on that, but obviously quite a small one at the moment. I will go through the prices at the end. These are just off eBay. Yeah, we'll give you rough prices. I can't exactly remember off the top of my head, but we'll give you a rough price, and that's the cheapest way to build a nice little collection. Dipsis ducarrii, which is a triangle palm. So we actually bought 2 of them. So there's the other one. I did have a larger one, which I tried to overwinter, not this winter coming, but the winter before, in the summer house, and that didn't like it. That just declined, and then through the summer it just wilted away to nothing. So this is one that's going to have to come indoors. That's not going to tolerate a cool, dry winter. That needs to be indoors. But for such a nice looking palm, when they get a bit of size on them, we'll we've got a couple of small ones, and we'll grow them on. Again, you got more chance of them doing better for you at a small size, and you know, just rather than having one grown in perfect conditions and then you take it on and maybe you can't give it the same conditions as it had, and that struggles. Whereas as a small plant, I think they can be quite a lot more adaptable, let's say. And finally, this is not one I actually ordered, but I think there's a bit of a mix-up. So I got this one for free, so I'm not complaining. This is a little Zamia. I think it's called, common name, cardboard palm, or it's a cycad, and it's a bit of a wider leaf form than the Cycas resoluta. It is quite a stiff, as the common name would suggest, sort of cardboardy leaves, and when they do, like I say, they do look quite like the sago palm, but a lot wider leaves basically. So a bit of a different look. Obviously very small, going to be very slow, but again, maybe not something I would have purchased, but quite happy to have it, and we'll give it a go. So prices, I did get some other stuff with the order, but I've got a couple of Thai giants, Leucacacia gigantea. I got the standard Thai giant, and I got the Laos, which is supposed to be bigger, but we're gonna do a bit of comparison on that in maybe another video and see how they go throughout the summer. But back to the palms. So for the little Dipsis ducarii, I think they were $5.50 each, $5.50, something like that. So pretty cheap, and like I say, they will grow. I'm not going to say they can grow fast, but they will grow. I think these ones, this Zamia is going for £4 or £5. Just trying to think with this Louisiana how much it was. Around about £12, I think, but that has probably got a good two years of growth on it at least, I'd say. So you know, you're not talking about big profit margins if you're growing palms like this and selling them on, because you know, that's 2 years investment for 12 quid, and the time it goes into it. Yeah, it's a real good price, I think. Your Quanta Phoenix, I think that's about £4.50. So again, just a small seedling, 2 leaves, but that'll grow. And obviously with the size on this one, I think this is the most expensive one, and this might have been about £16. But again, this is going to be, I don't know, 2-3 years old. So yeah, nice little additions to the palm collection, the ever-growing palm collection. I mean, I did say I did lose a couple over winter indoors, just due to root rot. I just couldn't have them hot enough, couldn't justify the heating of them. But again, this is why you buy small and buy cheap, because you'll find some palms just won't work for you in your particular circumstances, and the ones that do are keepers, and the ones that don't, you replace them with something else and keep on trying. Yeah, so I'm happy. Like I said, that is one of my favourite Dipsis, the ducarii, the triangle palm. Really nice when they get a little bit of trunk on them and they get that namesake, that tri look to it. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with them. Let's leave it there. Thanks for watching.